Hello everybody, welcome to Monday Market Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and here are 3 things to pay attention to for the upcoming trading week. Now, you've probably heard about GameStop and all that excitement, but there's another one that's pretty exciting as well, and that's the cryptocurrency industry. Now, we don't normally talk about that here, but there's something very important happening on Monday that I want you to pay attention to. Let's focus on Ethereum. This is one of the main cryptocurrencies out there, and it has had a stellar run over the past year. This chart you see on the hard left side of the chart, that's a low of about $100. And on the hard right edge, you see a high of over $1,700. That's 1 year worth of trading activity, an unbelievable move. Now, we don't know which way it's going to go, but there are certain things that might impact Ethereum starting Monday in a very negative way. Let's look at history. Bitcoin, to be precise. Here's a chart of Bitcoin going back into 2017 and 18. Now, what's noteworthy here is this big run-up that peaked out in December of 2017 on Bitcoin. That was the all-time high at about $20,000. And you'll notice that it fell pretty sharply to the tune of about $3,000 low there just a couple years ago. Now, why is this so important? If history is any teacher about the future, then it gives us a good lesson with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin tanked significantly when those futures opened up for it. Now, if we look at Ethereum, those futures are going to open up on Monday, and it may face the same sort of sell-off and pressure because institutions can now short Ethereum on Monday. Let's move on to number 2, which is going to be crude oil inventories. As we know, there's been a regime change on the presidential level. Now, the old administration was very open to crude oil and fossil fuels. Let's boost that industry and get more jobs in America. The new administration is saying, no, we want to put those jobs into clean energy. That may put some pressure on crude oil. Now, of course, on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is an announcement for crude oil inventories, and I would expect to start to see the supply numbers dropping because we don't have as much production, pipelines are being shut down, etc. That could continue to push crude oil prices higher, which have been on a very nice uptrend over the past few months. And finally, we have the earnings calendar. Now, it's not the tech-laden one that we saw last week, but we do have some pretty big names. Monday brings us Take-Two and Simon Property Group, which has been pretty beaten up because of the retail shutdown going on at malls across America. So keep your eye on Simon Property Group. On Tuesday brings us Canopy Growth, which is one of the major players in the cannabis space. You also have Twitter, Cisco, and Akamai. Wednesday brings you General Motors, Applied Materials, Coca-Cola, Network Appliances, and Teva Pharmaceuticals. Thursday brings you Disney. Of course, we've all keeping our eye on The Mandalorian and all their great programs. You also have ACB, another cannabis company, Kraft Heinz, and Pepsi. And then Friday brings you Enbridge and Dominion. Now, there are 648 companies reporting earnings this week, so be careful out there. Make sure that you check your earnings calendar so you don't get caught off guard. 648 is a lot of companies reporting earnings, and we will see you next time on Monday Market Must Knows.